Kia ora tātou, welcome back to the Wargaming Den. Just something a little bit different for you tonight, just an update that took place over the last few days as I started working on a project to update some 15mm 8th Army forces for gaming in Malaya, Burma, New Guinea. Very famous photos, these ones. I first saw them, my parents had a book called Old Im's History of World War II, came out in the 50s, and it had pretty much these two shots. No, one, I think it actually had the shots of the Australian anti-tank, 2-pounder anti-tank gun that was responsible for destroying these Japanese tanks. So I've always kind of liked this picture, so I thought it would be very relevant for this little project. Let's have a look and see what I've been up to. Right, and here we have the start of my next project. Do these projects never end? No, they just get set aside. These are old Battlefront 8th Army medal ones, part of a very old force, and I've decided, I was humming and hawing, but I've decided to do Malaya this time, to go with my 28mm version, and 15mm. Been humming and hawing between 15 and 20mm. The AB miniatures are fantastic, but in the end I thought, no, I've got plenty of 8th Army that I can repaint and convert and use for the British and Australian forces in Malaya and forces in Burma in 1942, and I've got pretty much everything I need. So I've just rebased, as you can see here, I actually found a whole lot of the a platoon's worth in flames terms anyway of the Australians long out of production, so I decided I'm going to do a mixture of the Australians and the regular 8th Army. These are all the old, as I said, the old metal ones. There's enough there for 3 companies. Got the combat patrols, gonna have a couple of 2-pounders made up in HQ, got mortars, machine guns and everything, so I'm going to just chip away at that over the next couple of weeks, see how they turn out. So stay tuned. I did very little to these guys except repaint their helmets and rebase them on my preferred round bases that I use these days. So 15mm, not the greatest paint job in the world, but looking from a tabletop distance, they look fine to me. They'll do the job. Basing dilemmas. So these are 15mm Flames of War Battlefront 8th Army, and I decided to do a lighter base than I've done in my 28mm for fighting in Malaya and Burma, and these are the 28mm ones over there, the assault group. But then I decided, I think it looks a bit light, so this morning I painted up another company of 8th Army for in Malaya and decided I'll just match them with my existing forces. So I think I prefer that versus the lighter colour basing. So these ones in the picture right now are probably going to be repainted, the base coats. I hate basing. I always change what I want to do halfway through, but yeah, I think overall for my views of jungle type terrain, I'll go with the darker ones, though the lighter ones would be fine for in the dry season in Burma. Maybe I need to come up with 2 forces exactly the same but with different bases for the wet and dry season. The madness continues. Here we have my latest little project, redoing some 8th Army 4 campaigns in Malaya and Burma. So 2 companies of riflemen for O group with combat patrols, so it could be used as a warm battalion until I get the 3rd company painted up, And then with the HQ, we've got the Forward Observer, Battalion HQ, a couple of 2-pounders, the Battalion Mortars, a couple of medium machine guns, and 3 25-pounders for artillery support. So it could be used for Malaya, could be used for Fall of Singapore, even games in New Guinea as well. But very happy with the way the bases have turned out after a bit of experimentation. They seem to do the job.